OCM wiyé.nox here from Kwantlen First Nation. Kwantlen is located in Fort Langley on an island, and we live alongside the streamline of the Fraser River. This week in our 6 Cedars teachings, we will be looking at the Beaver. The Beaver is our diligent collaborator and teaches us about social responsibility. So within our 6 Cedars teachings of the Beaver is creative, artistic, determined, and a diligent collaborator. Through the Beaver, we can learn to care for our community and environment by valuing diversity, advocating for others, and working together for the greater good. Now, it's a very timely week with current events when we look to care for our community and our environment and by valuing diversity. Not too long ago, during the pandemic, we were looking through the First Nations perspective here in BC with the community that valued the environment and was against the pipeline. And during that time, I was telling staff and students, I said, look at this nationwide support and love and friendship and people from different backgrounds, different groups, different parts of the world, doing this all for the hereditary chieftainship, who are against profiting for financial purposes to build a pipeline. Now keep in mind, just like Kwantlen, this area of BC, the First Nations community, their hereditary chieftainship these are teachings that are 20,000 years old, and they still stay with them. They still believe in them. So when you think about the support from all around, not just your neighborhood or your school or maybe your place of faith or maybe online, think about all that support that your family would get for grandma. The matriarch is grandma. Think about that. When it's needed, do you think that can happen? How would you feel? And then we look towards how the Beaver teaches us that we can contribute to make my community or natural world a better place. That's what that support was for. That was people making that choice to be social responsible for the environment, for the land. And if people don't listen, then we are going to be forced to take a break. The entire world will be forced to take a break and stay inside. They have to make that social responsibility choice to stay inside. Then you can ask yourself, can I solve problems myself and identify when to ask for help? We can look into past weeks. It's a tough one to ask for help. But you have to look inside yourself and decide, now's the time. And really appreciate and understand the other gifts and teachings that other people are able to provide. Or maybe they're there just to listen, to understand. You need to look to people to listen, to understand. Maybe they can share a story. Maybe they can relate. Listening helps instead of listening to reply with tweets or hashtags or rude emojis. people expressing themselves online instead of in person. And then you can look forward to asking the question, can I build and sustain positive relationships with diverse people, including people from different generations? I spoke about generations as one of our laws at Kwantlen, Shwaiwanal, Shwale, Eid, Sayak, which is you do this work to honor your ancestors, parents of parents, those who may come from a difficult frame of mind and can't change it, but maybe further down the road they can look to a group to help them change their frame of thought. And then the ones who come after, that's you, the students, teachers, principals, vice principals. That's you listening right now. So like I said, listen to understand. Sometimes we're helping someone, we don't even know it. That's what heroes do. People just go out there and do their work. And that's what this pandemic has taught us. People don't know they're heroes. They're just there doing what they need to do and take their social responsibility to share their gifts with others. Look at the young people in the grocery store, the clerks, the nurses. Those people are helping us out, and they don't even know it. You can do that just by listening to your friends and being supportive, maybe sharing artwork with them, a painting, maybe a nice email or a supportive text. People need to hear these words. I know my mom heard those when she decided to share her stories about her experiences at Indian residential school. It took her 65 years when she heard a man say, "It's not your fault for what happened to you." And that's the words that she needed to hear. And she took the social responsibility to work with other diligent collaborators to help us heal and move forward, work with our community. And to make the place a better place. So with that, look towards those words, maybe that email, that text, that artwork. For my mom, it was the words, "It's not your fault." HKCM, Hey Sepka, thank you all.